Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to Distant World Universe, playing with the Tekken Empire and playing with the return of the Shakturi storyline enabled. This is episode 10 of this Let's Play series, and well, it seems to be going rather well. We've got a rather ridiculous sized empire, and because we keep colonising new planets. And what you might be aware that I have actually been trimming quite a lot of this section out when we do colonise with the recruiting guys here and there, and same with the actual taking over the pirates and sending my forces over. And so that is why the last few episodes have been very variable. I think the last one was about a fraction of the length of the time of some of the original ones. It's just because I am trimming and adjusting what I am showing. Oh, you've taken a planet over there. Oh, this is the case. Yeah, I thought these were Slukans. Okay, so we have shared out a load of stuff. We know where a lot of things are. That is quite good. My main priority at the moment is to try and eliminate a load of the pirates still. So let's go back to our fleets and try and remove them because... well, we've got the Grand Fleet actually, haven't we? What's the Trooper doing? The Trooper is still at... oh, Emerald Crystal. Nice. Yeah, so... you are still fairly low on troops. How's Xenox doing? You've got a good... oh, excellent! Colony... oh, it's just colony we do on one. Still, I'd like Trooper to head over to the Xenox 2 and load troops at Xenox 2, please. The reason for that is I do want to try and take on these green guys. Though, let's have a quick look, see where they're... so, are they allied with anyone? They are not. So that would make them a quite easy target for capture because they only have the one system. We have quite a range of people. Quite a few people are furious with us, but... and a fair number of angry, I suppose, because we have, well, a lot of instinctive dislikes and... well, also, yeah, we have a lot of power. Oh, refuse to trade. So we'll trade that with you. Well, we're not refusing to trade it. There you go. Delighted. Yep, that's cool. Our money system's still going up wonderfully. Allows us to, well, boost the research of whatever we like, really. So doing yeah, everything is currently being crash projects. So the only other thing is military strength. We can send on. So you got freighters. This is when I said that the freighters don't really use their weapons. This one's just jumped in the system and it jumped out before it even fired the gun. I think it might have fired it once. This one's firing a couple of times, but then they retreat away. They don't really use the weapon system. So the whole idea of doing, you know, equipping them with lots of weapons is not really useful if you don't have the gravity wells enabled. If you have gravity wells enabled, then it is really useful as it keeps them alive. And the other thing which I wanted to mention was not that one, is under the colony screen. I think the reason my revenue dropped so much on Nuralak is I think I had a leader or a colony governor who massively increased the colony income. So yeah, these guys just got taken out on here. And you can actually attack that facility now, and I'll do the same with some of these others. So you've got a good number of facilities, so attack there. These also, the troops are now ready, so I will attack that. These guys are very happy, and we need to actually recruit some defences because, well, they aren't happy with us. So if they decide to rebel, particularly if we attack their, well, same faction, the green there, they will, well, get really unhappy and probably rebel, which is not something we really want. Similarly here, we've got a lot of times when we actually don't have anyone garrisoned at these planets, so I think I'll just take a moment just to go through and try and ensure that everyone does have some troops on place. Yep, I'm now happy with all my planets having enough defences. But I need to go take out some more pirates, so let's keep on sending the strike forces out to the targeted enemy targets on here. So the 5th strike force is over here, and let's send them over there. Oh! They've actually taken that planet completely. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, that's something else to take out then. They managed to successfully raid. Oh, it's disabled. They must have ion weapons or something and just hit it and disabled it. That's annoying. The thing I was going to do, I was going to go to the build screen and just chuck out a load more ships. So I think another, not 110 destroyers, 10 more destroyers, 10 more cruisers, 11 more exploration ships. I meant to only be 1, but 11 will do fine. And that will do nicely there. And speaking of, rather than going to the build screen again, go to the ships. Let's go to the ships and just scan through. Is there any ones which need getting rid of? I can't see any. You have been retired. Okay, actually I should go to the upgradable list. Right, so all the escorts look like they could do with, or a load of the escorts look like they could do with being upgraded. So I will retrofit those designs actually. Retrofit them. The first Grand Fleet actually could do with a retrofit. So retrofit to latest designs. So the 9th Strike Force as well could do with going and attacking something, so I'll send them up to attack there. There's these commands which I cut out a fair bit in the previous couple of episodes, so you probably didn't hear as many of the crazy alarms. Free trade agreement. Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Free trade is always good. More trade is important. So you have now loaded troops, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head over to this junction. Wait for the Grand Fleet to retrofit, and then I'll attack these guys. The extra ships I've been building up should also work as extra security. You see we've got ships moving all the way around the system, actually state ships. These are just various escorts. Yeah, the escorts are going to go retrofit to the various spaceports all around location. That should help. So yeah, did I build a... I think it was Fundura was having a spaceport put up at. Constructor, where is... There is a spaceport. Ah, 92 of them built. Okay. Which is nowhere near built. That's fine, I guess. It's just... Okay, load troops at that planet there. Wow, that's... Actually, the small spaceports need an upgrade. So let's go to the state bases, because I'm utilising the small spaceports a lot more for actually construction. So let's upgrade that actual construction capacity. Upgrade the docking bay and actual construction yards there. There you go. And then I obviously need to go to the ships and bases. Go to the upgradables. Sort by role, I think, is the more important thing. And try and find... Are spaceports not on that list? They don't seem to be. That's annoying. Construction yards includes a lot of things. Where? I meant to have 8 of these things. Oh, I suppose... No. 7. But there was 8 on the list. Odd. Anyway, let's retrofit you guys. 7th Strike Force. Where are you located? You're all the way up there, but that puts you in a great position for attacking a load of these pirates in weird places. Cash flow has dropped, but you see, my bonusing comes up to 3 million. Yikes. Actually, let's go to the 5th Strike Force, because I think that fight is actually quite strong. There we go, zoom in. Whoa, that is a lot of pirates. No wonder I keep fleeing out the system. Yikes. I think the 5th fleet might actually die. I'll order them to go over there. Yeah, they've lost one ship. Let's jump over here and actually try and take out some of the supporting vessels. And this is why the Burning Sun Raiders are so strong. They've got so many ships in this area. But if I can take them on, slowly but surely it seems there. Ooh, good grief. The 3rd Strike Force is also heavily damaged. Though they are actually still fighting. And to refuel and rearm everything, it seems. Go fuel, rearm. And then actually the military ships. I need someone else to go into the 5th Force. Okay, how's the 9th Force doing? Okay, the 9th Force is also taking a bit of a beating. Big problem is the Dark Transport use graviton weapons, which I've mentioned before, can damage internal components directly, ignoring my quite heavy shielding. Actually, my shielding is pretty light for the tech level I'm supposedly at. My shielding is pretty diabolical. But it's still better than these pirates. Oh goodness! My high-tech projects have actually all completed. Okay! That's amazing. Let's do another one of those. And then actually I'm going to enhance some of my basic craft. So I'll get all of these basic techs, which then can then be improved a little bit. And some things like these sensors and things. They should just all the very basic tech I should really advance. And work towards something like the wonders. Even more of the wonders, because they're, yeah. What I've also done, I've gone towards the Tecan Analytics, because trade bonus 60% is nice. Straight away go to crash research all these projects. Come on, 9th Strike Force, do your stuff. Take out these pirates. How's this bad on damage? Okay, it's at 33 damage components. It's not looking good. It has enough weapons to keep in the fight. Loads of attacks. Oh, the 9th and the 4th are both here. Okay, well that's fine. That'll be explain why we actually managed to win this and not taking too much damage. I'm just keeping half an eye on these top things. This heavy cruiser is under attack. It's one of these. Excellent, the 9th have all repaired their craft. Obviously they're probably pretty elite now. Just going to check her elite status. No. Lost ship revealed. It's going to go around and destroy all of these little mining stations now. And that's going to be a huge dent against these guys, the Dark Transport. I'll zoom out for the 2nd Strike Force. So the 2nd Strike Force have got a little bit more work ahead of them. Okay, so this this colony has rebelled against the pirates, which means we should be sending a colony ship over to reclaim it. Okay, sending another strike force to attack that Harmony base. Make sure to take out the last of these bases. Fantastic. So that's this system basically cleared out. Should be most of the firepower of the Dark Transport eliminated. Also, I really should probably send out my, my actual intelligence agents out on missions, but because it could get me these lower techs, but I don't really mind researching all the techs. I'm sort of overpowered with everything as it is. Having a bit of a handicap in terms of not stealing tech as well as crash researching projects, because the AI can't crash research. That is something to be aware of. Let's head over to this system here, along with the troops. There's one thing you can do: you can send everyone over and then declare war. Head over there. You've got a long way to travel, like a ridiculously long way. Look how far you're going. If you take them out, that's that's pirates. Oh, good grief, we're losing things. I'm doing the work. Oh, I got another wonder, didn't I? I haven't built it. Build Distant Worlds 2. One reason I'm not expanding my empire massively more is partly due to the fuel issue. I know I have a lot of hydrogen in stock, but the Council is still plummeting down, and it really wants to move it over to helium. If I increase my armaments too large, I am a bit concerned I'll just run out of fuel, and that is not something you want to happen, particularly with an empire this large, because if it does collapse, then I will be in so much trouble. Oh! Go to this system. Hello. I want to go to war with you. You have no defensive pacts. Change relationship. We declare war on you. Goodbye. And here's the Grand Fleet, showing exactly why it is so grand. So my troopers going directly to the planet's surface and dropping the troops off. The Grand Fleet are attacking everything in the system. Here we go. Land all the troops, and they're taking a real big beating. I don't know if there's actually going to be enough to claim the planet. Should have probably bombarded it. Yep. Load troops at the planet. Quickly load them back up. I want to get them off planet and I'll bombard the planet a load. Yes, it makes you a little bit less, because I am currently heroic, which is wonderful. Speaking of, I could go to Way of Darkness. Colony income does drop. War weariness just disappears. Maintenance cost goes down though. Approval stays the same. Growth goes up. I might change this. It will hit my cash flow hard, but look how much cash flow I have. And it is good, though it will probably make everyone I'm currently friendly with really quite angry, because it's you can see we've got a lot of heroic and large amount of trade. Do you like my comments? Not sure. There's something to consider, I guess. How's the 5th doing? Okay. So both these ships, forces are doing alright. Fifth and the 2nd, wasn't it? Okay, it looks like they've managed to take out that. So that's the 2nd and the 5th doing a grand job there. I'm just going to slow it down a load while I order everything else around to attack various pirate factions. So we've got a small pirate... Ah, that's where the pirates have been hiding out and sending their forces from. If I take that out, that'll probably stop a huge chunk of these attacks against me. Right, back to normal speed. Okay, how many troops you got left? You've still got about half your troops left. Right then, let us bombard the planet. We've got loads of landing repulsors. I've ordered you to bombard the planet. Or you're not bombarding it. I suppose because there's other ships in the way. Bombard. Bandit ship acquired. Cool. Retire immediately. Bombard. There we go. That's a proper bombard. Let me just have the troopers bombard it, actually. Bombard the planet. Come on. So it does a huge amount of damage to the population as well, and also the quality. Though this is a really good planet. It's better than my home world, that's for sure. Mine was like 84%. This is like 9 in the 90s, so very, very good. Just keep on bombarding them. I need to drop it down to around about, well, next to nothing. They're healing up very quickly though. It's a bit of a problem. I'll keep on bombarding them though. Come on. Because the quality in that is going to go down, which means that the total population, see the population is now at maximum because the quality has dropped. And this is going to keep it harder and harder for the ships to the troops to maintain their pure strength. We've got enough fighters going around. I've actually got enough fighters to be able to take out ships in their own right. That was always something I loved doing in Sins of the Solar Empire. I just played it as massive, massive carriers, and then so the bombers would go around and just start one-shotting capital ships in their own right. But then when I advanced it more, just have fighters do the same thing. Since fighters were so much faster than bombers, it was rather insane because you could clear out a system in relative ease and incredibly quick. Then again, I'd also like playing these crazy fortress trader game and just never having the like coal battleships just tank everything forever. It's awesome. This planet though, it's got a really good troop general, 40% from the troop generals. That's quite something. Ah, there we go. Busher has joined our empire. I think that was, yes, that was the one which left down here. Let's garrison some of these as well, because I've just noticed there were some pirate bases and facilities being rebuilt. Let's have a look at the revenue. Yep. All my planets are getting a good amount of revenue now, actually. Because the whole thing is, technically, I'm spending more on the garrison than I am getting in the cash flow and that, so that is the downside. So what is my... how much do my troops cost? So the basic troopers are 500, the defense units are 2,000, so I suppose 3,000 is probably the cut-off point. Just keep on bombarding. This is going to really hit them. Now down to noble. My money again. Keep on crash research projects. Come on. The ultra efficient hyperdrives though are almost done, and that is going to be awesome. Oh, cool. Oh no, that's ours rebelling. Kuru is still happy. Probably not so happy that, you know, they've been being bombarded for ages. Let's slow it down so I can order... no, actually I'll pause it so I can order my combat forces around. Well, they're doing alright. No, I will slow it down because I need to see where everything is. So the second and fifth are doing a good job. The fourth took a bit of a heavy beating. I will retire you immediately, which is a bit of a shame. Fourth Strike Force, you're now down a ship. Fourth Strike Force, go repair, refuel repair. It's good there. Actually, how are the third doing? The third are taking out this group of pirates. Fantastic. Soon these group will be starved out because I'm destroying most of their stuff. This lot are now dying as well. We're back to the first. The colony is still going strong. Let's boost it up a bit speed-wise. Doing okay. The quality has dropped massively. Population is still healing these guys really quite severely. I wasn't expecting it to be that high. But importantly, we just got the improvements to the hyperdrive. Advanced fighters, research improvements in the research project. So it's elite troopers. Military academy, I can't remember which does what. It's a troop academy, so military academy is for special forces, so we'll build on each of these guys. So you're now at 98%, so you've kind of grown very quickly. Should probably have put some of the facilities on you to upgrade your tax and stuff, because yes, you do have a lot of potential. This World 2 is you know, it's close to completion, so I don't really want to spread out the love again. And again, would be probably a good place to put another regional capital. It's probably the third largest. It is a little bit separated. Obviously, with this size map, regional capitals are nowhere near as useful, and possibly a mod to increase the number of regional capitals would be good if playing on a map this size in future. Then again, I'm already at a stupid amount of money without the need of them. So just keep bombarding the planet. Population is going down on that place. The 3rd Strike Force is doing a fantastic job at clearing out those guys. The 6th have completed their objective. The 5th are doing a good job. The 2nd are also doing a really good job clearing out all these little pirates. Again, just going for the starvation tactic. Because I'm now doing enough damage to reduce the actual strength of the system. Right, there's probably enough bombarding. If I can't take it now, let's deal with it. If I can't do it now, then I will actually just wait for a bigger invasion while my forces upgrade. Yeah, my forces is not going to be able to attack that. So let's load up the troops there, and we'll go and get some more from the homeworld. So we'll load troops at Nurlak, and also probably do a retrofit, because you will have upgraded, well, I'll have upgraded to Starship Trooper quarters for extra troop, and everything else is also being heavily enhanced. We'll blockade the planet. Construction has been completed. That's great. Let's get a load more Teekans at Nurlak. Armoured, and also I don't know if there's any difference between the elite. I thought it just meant that everything was trained at a higher level, but apparently not. Before I carry on though, let's go to the private ships and upgrade our designs with the green flash drive. I've also got the upgraded jets, the Annihilate autocannons, to put on these things as well, so quite a nice little upgrade for our private sector, it seems. But yeah, that's a nice little drive. Need more fuel though. So thankfully that is also in the tech. It's just that I really want to get these hyperdrives because they will vastly improve our craft. Because yeah, it's a faster movement, so it's 50,000, so it's 12,000 faster for the same power, might add. But also it's nigh on instant jump, so it's it's only 1 second. Well, it's down to like 5, so yeah, it's pretty good anyway. But yeah, the better than ever, really. Another thing I can do is improve my passenger cruise liner with a lot more people, because I've got the improved accommodations. So went from the standard to the deluxe, so basically double the amount of accommodation, but I can also double the amount on there as well. So these things can transport a lot of people now in one go, so that will be really useful for essentially everything, transporting around, improving, well, all of my new planets with lots and lots of immigrants. Fantastic. That is our private sector fully upgraded, and these things now go really fast and far, like range 55 sectors, because of that ridiculously huge jump range. So that is good. It means that we should also be using less fuel, because our ships are so much quicker, so they can travel further on a single tank, as it were. Now just to upgrade all of our military vessels as well in a similar fashion. It does make my forward scouts really rather good, but the thing is I'd have to recall all of them in order to upgrade them in that regard, so it's kind of like, do I or don't I? Everything else though is pretty much a no-brainer. Really is, when do I upgrade everything? Probably as soon as I can, really. Retrofit later sign, common fibers exhausted. So attacking the system targets. What's the 6th strike doing? Nothing, so you will retrofit later sign. Distant Worlds 2 has been built. Colony 10%, Empire Happiness plus 50%. And that is nice. So you're off to attack the cove again. It's quite a strong one, which is why my ships keep retreating away. retrofit to latest designs on basically everything. Can I just select everything, just click retrofit. The select items come up at the same time, retrofit design, each of them select retrofit latest design for their type. I'll do. That's fine, I'll just retrofit everything. And our armada is being retrofitted. Which is okay, because we have enough money. Standard storage. That's good for our private sector. And now we can work on the damage control as well. So is it Mark 12, which is the latest one? It is. So the 6th Force are ready to go. Okay, so my ships move really fast now. The invasion ships I can also improve. It's not already in use. Oh, I suppose technically I'm retrofitting everything to it. Okay. Standard troop transports go away because I want the better ones. There's a lot of extra troops I can put in there. And Trooper, I want you to retrofit to the latest design. 3rd Strike Force. Number of Supremacy. Hang on, let's have a look. See if we can take these on. So the Landmass Supremacy are these guys. You know what? Let's do it. I was going to go take out Tithan Minor because I'm at war with them, but that's okay. You are Supremacy. So 4th Strike Force, no. It's the 3rd, isn't it? Move to mirror system. And in fact, let's upgrade all these other things as well. Ooh, what I do need to do, because I've just researched the cargo thing, is go to all our transport ships and upgrade the commerce to the standard cargo bay. Let's increase the cargo capacity quite a bit, really. Yep, that is a lot of stuff. Ooh, I've just realised I've also got the State Auxiliary. They've been working. I've got those upgrading as well, haven't I? Yeah, the constructors will probably have to get them retrofitting again. But that's fine. Everything's just becoming tons of retrofits. And I think I'll actually leave the episode here. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of Distant Worlds Universe with myself and Diffin. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like and or comment below, as it is always great to hear from you lot. Otherwise, that's it for me for now, and I shall see you next time. But until then, I'm out. Goodbye.